We can do informal runtime comparisons of program code segments using statement execution counts to compare the efficiency of different algorithms. And here we'll compare the selection sort with the insertion sort algorithm using the worst case scenario where the unordered list is in descending order. And we'll do a visual analysis of each algorithm, which will give you a better visual of the number of comparisons made by each algorithm. So with the selection sort, we start off with a number and compare this with the numbers after it. So we have 4 comparisons in this case. And then we select the smallest number found and swap this with our current number. So in this iteration, one swap occurred. And our array list looks like this. And then in the next iteration, we start off with this number and then compare it with the 3 after it. So we have 3 comparisons. And then the smallest number selected and swapped with our current number. So again, we had one swap. And then in the next iteration, this number is compared with the 2 after it. So we have 2 comparisons. And in this case, no swap occurs because these 2 numbers are already larger than 3. So the array list of numbers looks like this. And then in our next iteration, this number gets compared with the 1 after it. So we have 1 comparison, but no swaps because 5 is already greater than 4. Now with the insertion sort algorithm, we start with the second number and compare it with the numbers before it. So here we have 1 comparison, and this number gets inserted after the smallest number. So after the first iteration, the array list looks like this. And then in the next iteration, 3 is compared with the previous number, and then the 1 before it, because it's smaller than 4. So we have 2 comparisons. And then 3 gets inserted before 4. So note that after each iteration, we can see that a sorted list of numbers is maintained. So in the next iteration, 2 gets compared with the 3 numbers before it. So we'll have 3 comparisons and gets inserted before 3. So this is our sorted list. And finally 1 gets compared with the numbers before it and gets inserted before 2. And this here is our final sorted array list. So in this case, 4 comparisons were made. So as we can see in the worst case scenario, both sorting algorithms are equally bad. So in general, for an array list with 5 elements, we have 4 comparisons, or n-1 comparisons, and then we have n-2 comparisons, and so on, down to 2 and 1 comparison. And this is the same case for the worst case in the insertion sort algorithm, except this series of comparisons is backwards. So we start with 1, 2, and then we end up with n-1 comparisons. And you'll learn in a calculus class or an advanced computer science course that this here is an arithmetic series. And this type of series has a closed form sum. So what we do is rewrite this in order, going from 1 to n-1, and therefore the sum of this series will be the final term on 2 multiplied by the sum of the final term plus the first term, which is n-1 plus 1. So this sum represents the number of comparisons for a general array list of numbers with n elements. So if we cancel out the 1, we can write this sum as n-1 on 2 by n, so that will be n squared on 2 minus n on 2. So as you can imagine, if we have an array list of n elements, and then we have the number of comparisons on the y-axis, well, the number of comparisons grows parabolically with the number of elements in the array list. So this is parabolic growth, and then for a large n, this first term dominates. So therefore, both of these algorithms are of order n squared in the worst case. And you'll learn about big O notation in more advanced computer science courses.